From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, it's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. Singing, this should be fun.
Well, you can feel the energy in the ballpark, and these two teams have fought through so much adversity to get here. When you get here, you forget about individual statistics and you play for the team. When a team is able to do that, they see themselves go to another level, and I'm looking forward to seeing that tonight.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good Game 1 as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. About to get started here, and today on the hill, Louis Varland. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Ready to go here in Game 1. And now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. Top of the zone for a strike. So we're off and running in Game 1. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. In the dirt, and that's ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Cal Raleigh, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the postseason success continues for him.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow!
Wow, what a great throw from his knees right there. You're not going to see that every day. Such a long throw from the plate to second base. So to have no bottom half behind it, but still deliver a seed on target, so impressive. And most catchers practice that throw, but not many have the arm strength to actually make it work in a game.
2 outs. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Mariners go down quietly there, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Back now in Toronto. Our starter in this one, George Kirby.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
George Springer, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0. Line drive and foul ball. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And that one is lifted in the air. Robles brings it in. 1 away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Center field. Rodriguez settles under it, nabs it, and there are 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman.
2 down, bases empty. Vladimir Guerrero
Jr.
Jr. now. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Fastball for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Scoreless after 1. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Varland back to work. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug. This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And it's gone! Home run! He'll circle the bases, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And a foul ball.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
And strike 2. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 1 of the ALCS. And a ball evens the count.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. And that's outside.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. downstairs, and that's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Josh Naylor. Slides, but it gets by him. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Batting 7th, catcher Mitch Garver.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. There's a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Ball 1 there. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
That one at triple digits.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mariners 1 and the Jays nothing. Bottom of the second, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
Kirby, the tall righty, 215 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2019. That one fouled off. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time, and the drop third strike leads to the first out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. That's out to center field. Rodriguez pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 6th, center fielder, Dalton
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Varsho.
You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And a foul ball.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close hole.
There's a swing and a drive, and that one is off the wall. The throw into second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. That's worth the price of admission. It's 2-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. And misses inside. On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now J.P. Crawford. The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
To first, and 1 away in the top of the third.
Now batting, left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Struck out swinging his first time. That's in there. It's 0-1. 1 out, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Now batting,
Cal
designated
Raleigh
hitter,
up next for the Mariners. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one way inside.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
That's inside. Next offering way off the plate.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Santander makes the catch, inning over. And we're back. Here's Andres Jimenez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Fouled off. He was late. In the air, left field, down the line. He's got it, and there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman George.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hauls it in, 2 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 outs, base is empty. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Just missed. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. And very nicely done for the out. Blue Jays go down in order, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here at Rogers Center as we go to the top of the 4th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Right through there for a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And a big swing and a miss. The Blue Jays leading by a run here in Game 1 of the ALCS. To the right side, Springer. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Louis Varland done for the night, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length, back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Trey
Number
Savage.
39.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. He reached out a walk his first time. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Varsho moving back for it. Pulls it in on the warning track. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're midway in the fourth. Blue Jays 2 and the Mariners 1. Bottom four. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. On a line out towards center. Rodriguez makes the grab, one down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Addison Barger. That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter, and it just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Kerr, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Right through there for a strike. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And that misses. 1-0. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Gone. He'll touch them all. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And they add to the lead. It's 4-1.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with the home run. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And now it's going to be Anthony Santander. Two outs. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 5-1.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So digging in, Ernie Clement. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss as he was late. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Caleb Ferguson, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Brash, a right-hander, loosening up as well. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-1 ball game. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Josh Naylor. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
The home side probably feels good playing with the lead, but they already dipped into their bullpen, and it's only game 1 of the series, and it's been a long season. You need those arms to stay as fresh as possible.
Over to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Up next for Seattle, catcher Mitch Garver.
Now the Mariners catcher, Mitch Garver. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Garver, in his 8th season, 34-year-old vet, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. Next pitch is outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Fastball for a strike at 95. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's way high. And now it's 3-2. Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Here's Victor Robles. Went down on strikes his first time through. Top of the zone for a called strike. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Nobody left for Seattle. They're down here 5-1.
Now pitching for
Caleb
Seattle.
Ferguson on to pitch
Number
here.
43.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed
Ferguson.
reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now it's the shortstop,
Leading off
Andres
for the
Jimenez.
Jays.
Fly to left his first time.
Andres Jimenez.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, these Jays really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That missed by a lot. 1-2 the count. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one not close, and it's 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Jimenez checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held up.
The 10th foul ball of this at bat. I mean, this is pretty special, folks.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Well, wore him down after an extended plate appearance. It ends with a knock.
At that point in at bat for a hitter, when you've seen that many pitches, you've gotten a look, you've fouled off pitches, so the confidence level is extremely high, and it seems like when you go that deep into an at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Springer now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Jimenez aboard here at first with nobody out. This one in the air. Naylor makes the grab, and there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder Nathan Lucas.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. And ball one.
Count 1-0.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. And that one fouled off. Man at first, one away. Step off, throw to first. Jimenez back on a dive. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Jimenez around second, on his way to third. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Everything came together for him. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
One out, runner at second. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch misses.
Ball one, no strike.
And there's a strike. And there's a ball. That one fouled off, 2-2. In the air, right side. Robles. And makes the grab. And there's two down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter, Addison Barger.
And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Addison Barger.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one the other way. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. The Jays push across a run on this double. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series.
Shortstop, J.P.
And the batter will
Crawford.
be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Savage back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball for a strike. That one ripped. And that is gone. His second home run of the series. It's 6-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
Rosarena in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next pitch is outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 1 of the ALCS.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That misses, and that's ball 3. Hot shot to third. Fires over to Guerrero. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for Seattle, the designated hitter, Cal Raleigh.
And now the big-time power threat, Cal Raleigh. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one for strike 1. This one in the air. Guerrero brings it in. 2 away now.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Rodriguez in the box again, takes a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. A massive home run. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they're chipping away. It's 6-3. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Base is empty with 2 away. Jorge Polanco now at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that skips into dirt. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Braden Fisher preparing to come on if needed. Little also throwing. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Polanco leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3.
Now pitching for
Back
Seattle.
now for the bottom of the sixth.
Number
And there's a new
47.
pitcher on the mound. Matt Brash.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the Toronto
Leading
catcher,
off for the
Alejandro
Jays,
Kirk.
catcher
1 for 2.
Alejandro
He
Kirk.
is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. And first offering is fouled off.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Fastball almost got him there. And Captain Kirk goes down on strikes.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third,
Now
and that pitch
batting,
finished
center fielder,
right down the middle, just a
Dalton
little bit in, and he
Varsho.
couldn't pull the trigger.
And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Just missed. Action in the pen down there. Luke Jackson, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Next one misses, and it's 2-1. And that one clips the corner. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony Santander.
And now the right fielder, Anthony Santander. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Check swing, and he held up. Move to first, and he's back in safely. Working down in the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one missed. That one in the dirt, and the count is filled up. Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Mariners 3.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Blue
back. We're in the
Jays.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
63.
Braden Fisher. And now
Leading off
it's
for the
Josh
Mariners,
Naylor.
first baseman.
Taken
Josh
high in the
Naylor.
draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
First offering, and it just misses. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Just missed. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Mitch Garver up next for the Mariners. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 6-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One down. And up next for Seattle, Victor Robles. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. Next pitch is outside.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
The Jays holding on to a 2-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting, shortstop.
J.P. Crawford gets a
J.P.
chance to
Crawford.
hit. He's already homered in this game. That one's in there. Strike 1. Inside, just missed. And there's a ball. Foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Stays alive. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4.
Pitching for
We're
Seattle.
back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
49.
7th. Luke Jackson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now for the
Leading
Jays,
off
Ernie
for
Clement.
Toronto, third
When you talk
baseman,
about elite
Ernie
defensive
Clement.
third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And that one clips the corner.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
And the slider just misses. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Jimenez at the plate now. That's ball 1. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that's in the dirt. 3-1. They say you win. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. This one in the air. Crawford squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
2 down, base is empty. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
2 outs. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They're up 6-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brendan Little.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Rosarena leading things off and takes a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, the closer of this staff, is getting loose to finish this one off. Little measures 6 feet 2 inches. He throws a curveball, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next pitch is outside. And that's down and away. Outside, and now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is fouled back. Now a screamer into the outfield. And foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Raleigh now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Way outside, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Pitch in the dirt. Ball 3.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
One down, base is empty. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So up next, Julio Rodriguez. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Brendan Little won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
So they turn to their closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Jorge Polanco, known for his late inning heroics. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. With the tying run at the plate here in game 1 of the ALCS. In the air, center field. Varsho has a beat on it. And that is that. 1 left for Seattle, and the score remains 6-4.
Now pitching for
Back
Seattle.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Gabe Spire.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now the number 2
He's
hitter,
out for
Nathan
Toronto.
Lucas.
Left fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
upstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, great grab on the dive. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in the mound.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hammered, base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
Now batting, designated hitter, Addison
Now the Toronto
Barger.
floral hitter, Addison Barger. Barger tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back. Next offering is fouled back. And that's outside. And it's 2-1. Guerrero over at first with 1 away. That one misses. And the count is 3-1.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Rosarena makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. 1 for 3. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Right through there for a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Next offering is downstairs.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
3-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays held in check. They still lead it, though, 6-4. We go to the ninth. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2. Tap back up the middle. Jimenez tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the ninth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
He's 2 outs away. Naylor digs in now. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. On the ground to first, Guerrero. And he takes it himself for the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages
Now
of the
batting,
game. It might not be the
Mitch
most
Garver.
challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So they're down to their final out. Next to hit, Mitch Garver. And ball one. Swings through that one.
Well, so many hard throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch up.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
One strike away from securing game one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 6-5. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
And now for Seattle, Victor Robles. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that's outside.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.